Hello and welcome to AUA Focus Series, a podcast channel by AUA Media Lab. My name is Vahe Momjyan. I am an adjunct lecturer at AUA College of Science and Engineering, and today I'll be speaking with Badr Boussabat. Welcome, Badr.
Thank you for the invitation.
So you are an international speaker and expert in AI ethics, an author of 3 AI books, professor of AI and marketing, and I can go on, but could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Badr Boussabat, as you already said. I have been always interested in new technologies and new societies. So, I started working first in a bank. I was working in the financial risk management sphere. And actually, the financial risk management is pretty much linked to the past, but also to the future. And artificial intelligence is dedicated to understanding the past and the current times in order to better predict the future. So this was the link I made between the two universes. So I authored 3 books. My last book has been released a few months ago with an artist named Benoit. We talk about the consequences of artificial intelligence. I'm also an expert on AI ethics. I performed an independent research with Swift on AI and ethics. The objective was to establish a new framework in order to score the fairness of the AIs used between the banks within the financial sector. So the context here is the B2B, because actually the most popular papers on AI and ethics in the financial sectors are focused on the B2C. Here the goal was to better understand what's going on between the financial agents themselves. And I'm also an adjunct professor at La Sorbonne on AI and marketing, and I also give lectures on AI and marketing at EDC Paris Business School.
Interesting. So your lectures about AI and marketing, and also connecting this to the financial, right? What are your insights on being a lecturer? And I'm also lecturing here at American University. So what challenges do you see for the students?
Actually, my students are, let's say, have a financial background, master degrees, financial management, marketing, and so on. So my goal here during my courses is to give them the right tools in order to better manage their career in the future. So mainly, I gave lectures on no-code tools. The no-code tools are these AI systems which do not require any technical skills. So anyone here in the room can use these tools in order to better automate their tasks, but also to increase productivity. And these AI no-code tools are crucial to me. I have been training thousands of people with these AI no-code tools. And actually what I found out is that they can or might automate over 30% of their daily tasks. So in terms of time management and life balance, it's such a good news.
Yeah. You say, if you give me a list of your tasks, I'll help you to automate them and increase your productivity tenfold.
Yeah.
So these are the tools that you're referring to.
Yes, and actually on a monthly basis, you have over 100 tools that are available for companies, for people, and you need to understand the intention of these tools first. What are the objectives? And then to better understand how that works. And then you apply these AI no-code tools use or utilization to your specific context in a company or for your entrepreneurship project. I strongly believe that we are entering a new era. We are already automating over 30% of our tasks. If we do consider that this development will continue and 10 or 20 years, most of our repetitive tasks will be automatically automatically be under, let's say, the control of artificial intelligence. But this is good news again, because it will put an emphasis on the human decision making. When you use these AI no-code tools, you need someone behind to prompt or to fuel this AI system in order to have an outcome, specific outcome. Let's take an example, a basic example. If you use our ChatGPT, if you give this tool to 10 students, I'm pretty much sure that at the end of the utilization, the outcome will be quite different depending on the utilization of each student. Meaning that there is an expectation, being proactive and asking the right questions. And to me, this is also important. Why? Because intelligence will be back again, will emerge. Let me explain why. To me, intelligence is two things: taking the right decision in a specific situation, but also trying to ask the right question. This is the full story of philosophy. Philosophers in general have been looking for the right question to ask, and not to finding the right answer to the questions. I mean, we can all do that. You know, you use ChatGPT, you ask any beta question, it will have a response. But this is not intelligence. Intelligence is understanding what kind of prompt, what kind of question I will ask to my AI system in order to take a better decision at the end of the process.
Yeah, as we used to say, like the right question is already a part of the answer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, even if when you pronounce a question, you already kind of can get to the answer.
Yeah.
So you mentioned there are hundreds of tools available. So how people should choose which tool they should use, and are there specific kind of sets of tools that should be used for financial decision making or an educational decision making, or just giving a homework? How would you choose, and how would you help our listeners to choose, for example, what tools to use?
Excuse my French, 50% of the AI no-code tools are bullshit. You know, for the rest, it's quite interesting to look to understand how it works and to use it for your specific context.
So what you're saying is that everything was happening during the classes itself.
Exactly.
Yes. So everything was interactive. The let's say lecturer was trying to engage the students as much as possible and think about the problems. From my own experience, like this is the best time when you get input from the students and you really understand as an instructor, lecturer, that they really understand the topic and they can reason about that. And then when they're alone, they can do this on their own and repeat that or improve that. So
we are just going back to the origins. I mean,
yes,
you know, of transmitting and lecturing, and this is good news. People do think that actually we are just destroying the education system. Not true. This is a fake out. No, we are just getting back to what we have been doing for centuries, transmitting and interacting.
Yeah. So everything connected to AI has something to do with the data that it's being trained on. Mm-hmm. And some say that this data should be sourced, should be trained, should be annotated, and then trained. And then we get the results of the prompt, right? And this is what helps us to get answers to our questions. Now, having that, how would you, what do you think about the data training process? Because there's a lot of issues that emerged, like, for example, training on images, like artists don't want their images to be used for training, and some writers didn't want their text to be used for the training, because at the end of the day, those companies that make those tools commercialize those, right? And probably these people want to have some of the shares of these commercial efforts.
You know what? I'm an author, and I really
Yes.
I don't care about companies using my text in order to build new AI systems. Why? Because the goal of writing is about transmitting and exchanging ideas. If you have the intention of making money while while writing a book, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You know, you lose the essence of this performance. I wrote 3 books, and when I was writing these books, I haven't thought about any business or commercial opportunities. I was just like, I want to share my ideas. I want to inspire people. I want to help companies and society to grow, but positively. You know, if companies are trying to use the unstructured data or structured data they have around to better their AI systems, to offer a better service, why not? It shouldn't be an issue, because we have been all using data, but the level of data could be defined in a different way. It might be some books I have read in the past, and it gave me inspiration in order to, I don't know, find a new idea. Let me give you an example. I delivered a TEDx talk, and I invented the concept of the universal basic income. But augmented universal basic income, because the universal basic income has existed for centuries. And at that time I was like, okay, I invented this concept of augmented basic income, and this is mine. But as an idea, it shouldn't be mine. Ideas are made, to be shared and to be used for future generations. If you have, of course, an idea of building a new company with specific goals, that's fair. Of course, we need to recognize that this is your work, and the revenues will be yours. That's for sure. But in terms of artistic performance or writing, I don't think that we need to have a commercial point of view. That's my personal personal perspective.
In the augmented universal basic income, so that's the income that people get from the data they generate. And there's an enormous data of being generated every single second, even while we sit here. So, but the books and articles and everything like we write are also part of that data, right?
Yeah, but I mean, when you read the book,
Yes.
when you go to the library and get a book, for example, you are processing data, but there is a human being.
Yes.
And then you use this data in order to take action afterwards. This is what AI does. It's absolutely the same mechanism. But I don't know why we are so obsessed with the fact that as artificial intelligence use a larger amount of data, it should be an issue. We have been doing that for centuries. But my point is that we need to not decelerate or slow down the AI development. We should adapt to AI development. If you want to be successful or to succeed in your projects in the future, you need to adapt to the AI development and not slowing it down, because it's not going to work at all. This is what the technological history showed us. And to me, this observation is pretty much a fact than an idea.
Well, if someone is using AI tools and they are writing emails better and faster than me, then I'm not going to be competitive. So definitely, I agree with you. We should adopt and start using AI tools.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
I'm an expert on AI ethics, but I have also a pragmatic point of view, meaning that I consider the consequences of the AI utilization. To me, when you see an artificial intelligence, as you said, more performant than me to drafting emails, that's fine. Let's use it. And by the way, drafting emails is not the most interesting task we have. On a daily basis.
Definitely.
We have so many other activities and passions we would like to do on a daily basis. So, that's good news to me. I have a positive approach of artificial intelligence. Yeah.
Yes.
As you can see.
So coming back to the augmented basic income, so why shouldn't you get paid for your information being used?
That's the point. I mean, the concept of I invented the augmented basic income. You get paid. You know, on a daily basis, you fuel the artificial intelligence systems with your own data, and at the end of the month, you have a salary or a service. You can choose depending on your expectation. What's interesting with artificial with the augmented basic income is the following. You can generate, anyone here in the room can generate data on a daily basis without any restriction. And currently, the banking system is based on interest rates, meaning that if you want to have access to credit, you need a guarantee. You need a specific amount of money. But the banks are not sure if you are going to generate these revenues in the future. But if we change the whole system by replacing money by data, I mean, the context will be totally different because the banks will be sure that you're going to generate data, the new currency, on a daily basis. So this is my approach, fueling AR, artificial intelligence system, with our own data. And in exchange, receiving a specific amount of money, which could be crypto, for example, or a better service.
I see. Thank you very much. So what resources would you recommend for our listeners to delve deeper into AI in education or finances or overall using AI tools?
Two things. First of all, read books. It's so important. Artificial intelligence is pushing us to be focused on the immediate things only. And intelligence requires effort. And effort applies taking time for things. And reading pushes you to focus and to allocate a specific time to read. And to me, reading is one of the solutions, one of the key solutions in order to master our mind, you know, and to stay strong during this AI development. Reading is about having the right information, you know, to decrease uncertainty. And this is all about.
Yes, yes, thank you. There are so many topics we can tap into related to AI ethics, AI in different industries. Thank you for coming today. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for hosting me, and absolutely a pleasure to be in Armenia.